the adoption of cloud and
Yeah.
the cloud platforms
Yeah.
and how they're maximizing that spend. And that sometimes gets overlooked when people are jumping at different products.
True.
And so I feel like that's a really important call out. I think that's,
Yeah.
I think there's real savings that, I mean, naturally there's going to be some kind of in the latter pillars you mentioned, but when you can justify maximizing what you currently are spending now and getting more value, then that's a great entry point, and it justifies taking action.
I'll tell you like two good examples of where, the conversation became easier when we understood the client's roadmap about where is the business looking to be 3 years from now, right? 5 years from now. And knowing where the business leaders are focusing their energy and investment really helped me articulate, right, why you want to take on certain pieces and certain projects and change them now and make that hard decision today. So I'll give you an example of a large luxury CPG sort of retailer who is doing fairly well. They have tons of traffic, but their ambition is to really scale e-commerce, right? And they take a lot of orders. They have a lot of brick and mortar stores. They have a really thriving business. But if they could unlock the potential of e-commerce, they could literally have exponential growth, not linear growth, but exponential growth. But what's holding them back is this monolith that is powering their entire business, because it's very sort of, back in SAP, oriented. So when we looked at it and we said, well, if we build this with composability principles in mind, you'll not only be able to answer the needs of today with your B2C e-commerce. Tomorrow, they want to add B2B commerce, right? And they want to go in a direction where, they want to unlock, let's say, potential for, these pro customers, right? You will not have to rebuild the pieces, and you will be able to leverage them without writing additional core code or more engineering. And another similar example is like in the pet industry. And before I move to that one, I'll give you an example, right? As we were doing this project, something came up and they said, hey, by the way, our POS systems, we need to make sure our in-store systems are able to register and pull up profile information of our customers that are placing orders online. And do we need like a new identity and access management implementation? And we basically told them, hey, guess what? That service we just built for e-commerce identity and access management with single sign-on, you can literally have the POS system hook up to that, and the result will be the exact same working with SAP. They literally had immediate ROI because they had already built that as a service and not built it into the platform.
Solid.
Right?
Yeah.
Another example was like a pet industry company who's like, their entire business is like more B2B, and they rely on a lot of auto ship style orders and heavy on customer service side. And they wanted to basically rebuild their online presence and again, focused on the e-commerce portion of it. But as we started to close out that project, they wanted to basically make sure that their customer service agents had, and they have a big team there that supports, and that's like the crux of their business in resolving some of the concerns of the customers. They literally were able to modernize their entire customer service application without writing any pieces of the backend and only focus on UI, hooking up all of the existing pieces, whether it was account lookup or product search or order lookup or card or shipping and logistics or tax calculation. All of that was built in a way that they could literally modernize, go from this, desktop application to a web, like headless and Next.js and really fast experience that works as good as or better than a desktop application, but reusing their entire backend. Otherwise, these were completely different applications.
Sure.
Right? So to me, that is where I see like having that conversation to say, well, I know where you're going, but if we do these things today, in like 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, here's the value, right? And then how can you not invest, right? So that conversation becomes a little bit easier.